Hello, it's week 6 of season 4 of the Andy Griffith Show. The episode title this week is Gomer the House Guest. Barney, what's up this week?
Andy pulls up to Wally's filling station in the squad car. But Gomer is so busy telling a fishing story to another customer that he's ignoring all the other customers who are already waiting. And then one of the customers gets mad and drives off. And then Wally, Gomer's boss, gets mad with Gomer. He says he did her snap too. But then Gomer tells the same story to Andy while other customers are waiting. And then later Gomer gets fired for just this reason.
Well, yeah, he shows up at the courthouse with a suitcase in his hand and asks Andy whether he can stay in the jail for a while because he used to live in the back of the filling station, and when he lost his job, he lost his home.
Then Andy says, no, you just come stay with me and Ultie and Aunt Dee for a while. And Gomer says, okay. But that night, while they're all trying to watch TV, Gomer keeps talking. And then later, he says he wants to help with chores to earn his keep. And Andy says, okay. So at 11 o'clock that night, while Andy's trying to sleep, he hears Gomer sawing firewood. And Andy tells Gomer to stop. And then at 2:30 that morning, Gomer is trying to fix the vacuum cleaner. And this time it wakes up Andy and Ultie and Aunt Dee. And Andy tells Gomer to go to bed. And then he hears Gomer gargling in the bathroom, and then singing in the bathroom, and then singing in the bedroom.
And of course the next morning in the courthouse, Andy's real tired from lack of sleep. And Gomer comes in the courthouse to say he hasn't found a new job yet.
And Andy says he didn't get much sleep last night because of all Gomer's noise. And Gomer says he won't make a sound tonight. But then two of Gomer's customers drive over that night with their car problems, and they yell up at his bedroom window. And they rev up their engine, and they jump on another car that's got noisy shocks, and it wakes Andy up. And the neighbors start to yell. And the next morning, Andy and Ultie and Aunt Dee are all ordering with each other at the breakfast table because they didn't get any sleep. And Andy says he's going to have to tell Gomer to go. But then Gomer comes downstairs, he looks all refreshed, like he got plenty of sleep.
And Andy's in a bad mood all day with the citizens of the town, particularly with the ones who haven't been keeping up their cars fixed and safe to drive. Things like brakes and taillights. These are the things they usually have Gomer fix at the filling station, but of course he doesn't work there anymore. And later, when Andy sees Wally says gas and oil sales are way down too.
But then folks just start bringing their cars to Andy's house during the day, so Gomer can work on them there. And Andy doesn't like that, and he tells everyone to leave. And he leads them all back to the filling station to convince Wally to hire Gomer back. And Wally agrees. And he says he'll even throw in an ice box and an extra cooking burner in Gomer's room in the back.
You weren't in this episode either, were you, Barney, this week and last week?
No, but I'll be back next week in episode 7, called A Black Day for Mayberry.
Oh, great. We'll see you all then.